October that you've been on, and I don't believe that.
I don't either.
What is up, hockey fans? It's the commissioner, Jimmy the Mailman Milstead. Happy holidays. How's it going? It is Wednesday, December the 20th, and this is episode 11 of the Storks Desk. Or is it episode 10? I don't remember. We did a commissioner's corner, but I'm so grateful to be here with my two favorite pals. The deputy, Kevin Stork, is with us. It's his show. Maple Ridge, BC, and then from the great state of Minnesota, the Colonel. The three amigos are back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Reedy, he joined me on the Commissioner's Corner last weekend. It was a great show, and this is going to be a great show. Happy holidays to each and every one of you out there watching, and happy holidays, Stork and Nick. Stork, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Made a whole bunch of fantasy deals today. It's been trade day for me.
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
I've been doing some hockey deals and some football deals and basketball deals.
Busy fantasy week for the Stork. Why don't you explain to us? You're in the fantasy finals against Pro Etiquette Dave Snellgrove for football. Who do you think's going to win that? You guys, I heard.
Oh, I think I'm going to win. It all starts tomorrow, the Thursday night game. And then we got a couple of games, 2 or 3 on Saturday. So, yeah, it's going to be a weekend full of finals football. So it's going to be exciting. And it just happened that me and Dave came out of the fire against each other. So that's pretty cool.
So I was told, I think by you, both of you guys weren't supposed to be there. You guys knocked off the better teams, I hear.
Yeah, we both went through the playoffs and pulled off some major upsets, especially Dave. He beat 2 really good teams. And I took care of my business on the first week, but or in the quarters, I should say. But in the semifinals, I beat a heavily favored team. So, yeah, neither one of us were supposed to be there. But here we are going for the money.
Nice. What's the quarterback battle?
I believe I've got Prescott.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But that's who I got. And I can't remember who he has. I'd have to look it up.
Stork's game planning. He's ready.
I'm ready. He's got only one player going tomorrow. I have none, but Saturday we really get rolling. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. And he did very well in my fantasy leagues. He's in the finals in another league too. So, yeah, he did pretty good, man.
Hear ye. Good luck, gents, and may the best man win. Stork, by the way, in league football history, he has a championship. Dave has never won anything in my league ever.
Oh, so I can hold him.
You're one up on him right there. If Dave watches this, he's gonna just throw his phone out the window. But that's Storky. What's up, Colonel Nick Reedy? How's your? Are you in a fantasy league? How's your week going, sir? Out there in Minnesota.
Well, before we get started, there is a bet that I must fulfill, even though this breaks my heart every time.
Oh,
there it is.
That's ugly.
God, it's so ugly.
It is.
Gents, I don't know how it's going on, man. They keep piling points. They're not a sexy hockey team, but they're winning. They had an ugly win tonight against the New York Islanders. They're collecting points against Hurricanes and shootouts. Stay relevant, man. Ovi's in the biggest slump of his career. It's a gritty team effort. They're playing great defense. I can't explain it, man. Dylan Strom's probably the all-star on this team.
Jimmy, I didn't put the background on to listen to you say all the Capitals jods, okay? I put it on there because you guys both got me and my Wild in a very low period.
Oh, come on.
We were hurting. We've turned her around. We're on the mend. But just because this says Capitals back here doesn't mean we need to listen to Jimmy talk.
Well, me and you, we get one more matchup.
Yes, we do.
On unfortunately, you and Stork are done. I can't remember. I think did you guys beat Stork in
Yeah,
sweep?
it was 1-1.
No. Okay. So I don't know. You guys worked that out. I don't know how that second.
Or did we
match.
go down 2? I can't remember.
No, you're down 2, buddy.
I think so, yeah, because we lost in Sweden.
So I'll leave that up to you to put up another Leafs thing if you didn't pay up that debt.
No,
but,
we paid up our debts. You just mind your business, Jimmy.
Hey, as you can see, I got my screen up today. I want you guys to notice that.
Looks awesome.
Yeah. Looks great, buddy. As do you gents.
There it is.
We're in the thick of things in week 11. It's a non-divisional week, boys. Ovechkin playing the Gretzky division, and me and Storky are going head-to-head right now in our one meeting a year, unless we can make in the playoffs. Right now, I believe Storky has the edge, 9-8 last I've seen. But Stork, here to maybe bring the violin to you. You had a great chance to beat Julio last week in divisional play. We haven't gotten your we'll give the floor to you, buddy. Julio pulls out the victory at last couple games, last second. You sounded really confident on Saturday. I know you're beating me right now, so that's probably good news for you, but a heartbreaking loss to a divisional opponent last week. Let's give you the floor and your reaction from last week's loss to
I'll tell you what happened. I was up 13-7 going into Sunday. Pretty comfortable lead, but there was some categories that, could have swayed either way. So I'm keeping an eye on the goaltending starts for Sunday. He had Thompson, and I had Georgiev, whatever the fuck his name is. So I'm looking at the starts, and I'm thinking I had the lead in most of the categories for goaltending. So I'm looking at the starting, and I look and see that Hill's going to start for Vegas. So I thought, Thompson's out. I got goaltending all sewn up. So I thought, rather than risk having my save percentage and my goals against get hurt, I decided to sit Georgiev. What happens? 4 minutes into the game, Hill gets hurt. Thompson comes in. He steals 3 categories off me and wins the game. And that's how it went. It was stupid of me. It was my fault. I should have just let Georgiev in and not worry about it and not be a chicken shit, because I don't usually do that. But I thought I want this win really bad. So I thought, no, I'll pull him since Thompson's not playing, and I can just coast to victory. And it bit me right in the ass. I'll never do that again.
No, I'll tell you, we were watching it. We were watching it live, and you were still up, and then all of a sudden the script flipped, and that's exactly what it is. We've talked about it. I know that the mailman got on us one time when we told him to do the same thing, play that goalie that last time, because there's multiple categories you could pick up, and you may not win the wins or goals against, but you can win those save percentages and those shots against and saves, and that's what he got you on.
I would have won easily if I kept him in.
Yep.
It wouldn't have mattered if Thompson played or not. I should have won. So that was a costly, because I wanted to get to 5-5. That was my whole goal, and now I'm 4-6 because of my stupidity. And unfortunately, the Adna Americans are going to pay the price for my regress last week. He's all confident right now. He's talking shit.
Oh, man.
But you know what? At the end of this week, which is Saturday this week, is the end of this week, he's going to pull a disappearing act, because he's going to be so pissed off that his Americans got ousted by the Langley Scorpions, and he won't be able to handle it. But it's going to happen, Jimmy. I'm coming after you. It's close now, but at the end of the week, Matthews and Marner against Buffalo and again on Saturday are going to go off and take a big lead, and I'm going to have 40 assists again. And I'm not going to make a mistake with my goaltenders this week.
Could you say that the Adden Americans are going to feel the Scorpions sting?
Yeah, they're going to get stung, and it's going to hurt. And he's going to go to 5-6, just like me. And then I'm going to pass him the week after.
Exactly. I don't know where I'm at. I'm not the worst, but I'm getting down there. So
yeah, maybe we can all be
in the three-way tie.
I even picked to win this week, so
did I.
I'm winning
Nick,
right now.
Nick,
I know you didn't pick me. Nobody picked me. You know who picked me? Don Cherry.
Yeah,
Can you believe it? After what I did last week, he's picking me this week. This guy's on drugs.
I'm telling you, the guy.
I swear to God.
His wife must have told him to put the bottle down for the holidays, so he's not even thinking in his clear mind. So.
Well, she's passed on now, but maybe he should stop drinking.
Yeah.
He calls me on a conference call every Sunday night, Monday morning. So.
Rose is gone, and so is
Grapes.
He's sitting in that room all by himself in the house. He's got nothing better to do but to go after my team.
Here is Don Cherry's latest grapevine, guys. No change in the 1 and 2 spot as the Woody Woodpeckers had an impressive win over the Washington Wendigo. That was their first ever victory against Whalen's squad. Whalen, with me and Nick talked about 3 top snipers in the Rocket or the points race. And he just he can't figure it out on the defensive side. But Woody Woodpeckers, they continue to roll, buddy. 8-2 record. They look like a tough team. I haven't checked on him and Nick's score yet. We'll get into that in a minute, Nick. But DB Cooper remains at number 2, guys. He got the big victory against Nick last week. Nick hung pretty tight with him most of the week, but in DB Cooper championship fashion, he pulls away from you. He makes those. I've been noticing he's making a lot of pickups right now as he's in a battle with. I don't remember who he's playing. I think he's playing Whalen this week. Yeah. Or no.
He's playing Alex.
He's playing. He's playing his roommate, and we're gonna get DB Cooper, the champions, on the Commissioner's Corner this Saturday. We were seeing if he could join us tonight, but DB Cooper continues to be the. None of us had faith in him repeating this year, guys. At least on the preseason shows. He continues to get it done, guys. Number 2. Huma moves up the farthest he's ever been with that victory over Stork. He's at number 3, guys. Probert slips back up a few wins after he ended the long losing streak. He's at number 4. The Cherry Bomb slipped to number 5. Adna moves up a couple spots to number 6. Wendigo, they've been slipping. They got a great roster. Down to number 7. Nova Fire Brigade go up 8. They're still trying to find their way. Scott's been quiet this year. We haven't heard too much from Scott. And Langley, he keeps he goes up and down. I don't know what to compare that to. He's just bobbing for apples.
It's not my wife, that's for sure.
Number 10, Nick, what is going on? You have a talented squad. We talked about that on the last show of the Commissioner's Corner. Your record, I don't think, is what you really are. But the time's now, buddy. You gotta step on the accelerator. And then DuPont had a bad loss last week. I think he had a tough loss. I thought he probably could have beat a lot of teams last week, but he ran into Dave. That's who he lost. That's who Dave beat. I thought Tim put up some good points. Couldn't get a 2-game winning streak go. And then what is going on with the Killer Bunnies? I think he is having a great week though this week.
He's up 14-5 right now. So he's doing pretty good.
He's playing Huma, the number 3 rank. Huma finally might have met his match. I haven't heard from Julio today, guys.
He should have met his match last week.
Yeah. Well, you get another shot. You get another shot at Huma there, Stork. Y'all's series is one.
Yeah, that won't happen again.
I don't know when you guys play again. We'll bring that up in a little bit. But Nick, any words on your match last week with the defending champs? I know that one still hurts. But this week, you are playing the champs, the number 1 ranked team right now, and you're up 10-8.
Yeah, and I'm up comfortably in some of the positions. My goaltending, I'm telling you, I don't know how to pick the goaltenders. Ingram, when he's sitting on my bench, shootouts, 1 goal. 99% save percentage. I put him in. He lets in 3, and he's got a 5.5 save percentage right now. It's
in the first period.
Ridiculous. But we're going to keep cruising. I don't know. I'm comfortably ahead in a lot of categories.
You're doing well this week. It's 10-8, but you've got control. You got man games, I believe, from what I looked at, and you're pretty healthy right now. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that you're gonna take them out this week.
It's been, and we've talked about it on the show. I think before. It's been 4 weeks where I've lost on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's tough, especially when it's usually the last game where it comes down to where I'll be comfortably ahead. We saw it with Julio. I think I saw it when I played, who did I play? Nova. And then DB Cooper. It was the same thing. Comfortably in the lead, comfortable. And then all of a sudden Sunday hits and I got nothing. So
Sunday hasn't been kind to me either. So
it's been a rough patch. We'll get it turned around. We still got hopes of a playoff spot, but it's about time we start looking at next year and how we're going to rebuild. But hey, we're doing pretty good. Competitive.
You already thought of your keeper there, Nick?
Oh yeah,
Kirill Kaprizov. He scored a game winner last night in Boston. I thought that was he finally. Got a whiff. He woke up from his little slump.
He had 2 goals.
Yeah.
Him and Pasta. So
I got to give them props, man. I had them dead to right. I thought Boston would have just. Fleury had, 40-some saves?
Yeah, and a lot of them were just absolutely incredible. He looked like he was 26 again.
I thought when Pasta scored his second goal, I was like, oh, shit, here comes Boston. But Minnesota, tip of Santa's hat. They manned up. That was a big win for them.
Yeah.
But back to the rankings, guys. Stork, you think this is a fair shake by grapes? Is this grapevine ripe and accurate?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I should be down to 11 the way I played last week, but
wow.
I guess he has a bit of a soft spot for Langley. The rest of them, they look pretty good, but as we've talked about in the past, we're entering the dog days of fantasy hockey. And this is where the games really, they're all important, but this is where games can either make you or break you as far as the playoff spot is concerned. These are the games that you need to win and get into that top 6, and that's what it's all about. And the next 10 weeks is going to be really exciting and really important for everybody.
Yes, this being a non-divisional week, it's the 4th round of it. All time, the Gretzky leads the Ovechkin by a narrow margin, 26 wins to 25 all time. There's been 3 draws. This year, though, the Ovi has a 9-8 advantage, guys. I know for me, all time, I am putrid against the Gretzky. I am 2-7, and we're getting back to our matchup, Stork. In any one of your fantasy
2-8.
I am terrible against you, buddy. I am terrible against you, but Grapes' matchup of the week was Jimmy versus Stork, and he did pick you, Stork. You lead this series all time in the league, 1-0. Like we said, Alex versus Mark, battle of the housemates, I guess you could say. Alex has had a great year, but Don picked Mark Raymond, the champ. This is the first ever meeting in our league. David and Waylon are going head-to-head. Last year, David did beat Waylon. He's up in the series 1-0. That's a great match. Grapes picked Dave Snellgrove. Nick and Mark. Nick actually beat Mark last year, so he's up in the series there. But Grapes picked Mark. First ever meeting, Julio and Dan Hall. Grapes like Julio, but Julio needs to get it going. And then Scott versus Tim. Scott leads that series all time 1-0 as the Pipe Players actually were picked by Grapes. That's his upset special of the week. Grapes is not doing too well in predictions, guys. 26 and 32 this year, but you guys are both doing very well in your predictions. I am not, but looks like an interesting week, guy. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to go through the scores right now?
Sure.
Like we said, Adna somehow took a 9-7 lead, Stork. Mo Sider had an assist tonight. I had you up a minute ago. Wonder what's happening. Cam Talbot is in net for me, so I'm probably getting some goaltending percentage points here.
Yes.
Both our goaltenders this week. You guys lost with Georgiev last night. The Blackhawks snuck in a win on you. I had Devin Levi in the nets, and he got pulled. I bet you were enjoying that. Buffalo Sabres, guys, 9-4 loss to the Columbus freaking Blue Jackets. My netminder was Devin Levi. Gets yanked. Lucky for me, I guess it was Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, or I don't know who they got also, but I got saved. I didn't get the loss. But Georgiev only gave up 3 goals and gets the loss as the Blackhawks pull out a victory over Nate Mack. So I know Stork's eating more nails on that one. But Hellebuck lost for me earlier this week, but did not get the loss. It was an overtime. And tonight we got Cam Talbot in the nets. So we'll see how that goes. But that's, like we said, 9-7 me right now. But it's been flip-flopping a lot and a long way to go. DB Cooper leads Alex, the Cherry Bombs, 11-8. That should be a nail biter to the end. The champs, like we said, or excuse me, Nick, 10-8 up on the Woody Woodpeckers, who are going for a championship. This would be a big, big statement win for you, Nick, if you can get it. 3-7. I just don't think you're 3-7. I think you're better than that. Pro Connecticut has a 1-point lead over Wayland's team, 9-8. This is a big, big matchup. Dan Hall, like we said, 14-5 over Julio. He needs to stop the bleeding at 2-8, or he is going to have to help pay for the trophy ship. Julio looking for a championship. He's at 6-3-1. And then Nova Fire Brigade, they're having their way with DuPont. I'm not sure what Tim's deal is. I like Tim's team, but he is losing 12-3. And Nova, I'm not sure. He just hasn't been Nova this year. Any thoughts? Any game you guys want to talk about?
I was happy talking about the Norsemen because that's a big game for Nick. It's an important game for him. And he's playing the top team of the league so far. And what an inspirational victory that would be to knock out the first place team in the league. That should get him going. So it's a really important game for Nick.
Nick's you're pounding Mark in points, 19-7 right now, buddy.
Yeah, I had my guys are scoring this week. That's what killed me last week. They decided they were going to take a week off. Goaltending was great last week, so I won the goaltending finally, and then my heavy hitters didn't hit. But tomorrow is a big day for the Norsemen. We've got everyone playing tomorrow, so I'm hoping we can figure it out. The only thing I'm a little worried about, and hopefully Mark doesn't hear this before tomorrow, is my goaltending. I don't know if I'm going to get all 3, so we're going to have to get kind of inventive a little bit. Now, the only thing that's lucky for me is Zuccarello went on IR. So I got an open spot, just waiting, but it's going to be back and forth. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. I made some pretty good pickups, and, Middlestat and Marchenko, the day I picked them up, they both gave me like 5 points, so I'll take it.
What a goal by that Marchenko last night. Between the legs, gets the Hattie. He was the big reason the Buffalo Sabres got trounced there in Buffalo. Good young player there at Columbus. They got some good young players. I just don't know.
That kid can score, man. I mean, he's the real deal. He shoots the puck, which always helps. But he's got an eye for the net, that's for sure, and that's why he's popping out so many goals. He's got a quick release, and I watched him in a couple of games, and he's right on that net. He's not afraid to go to the net, so he may end up scoring a lot of goals in his career.
Yep. So I'm looking good with that, and then the captain, as we talked about earlier, came through for the Norsemen with finally 2 goals. Pop that cork. I think we're about to see the upside of Kirill come out. He was so happy just watching the relief after he scored that first one that he finally was able to put it past the goal netminder. So no, I'm excited. We got a lot going on.
Yeah, he's had a rough season for the Thrill. He's not himself this year. I don't know if he's playing hurt or what's
he's still
going
hurt.
on?
He's still hurt from when he got folded a month before postseason last year. I can't remember who did it, but he's one of the clumsiest, stupidest skaters on the ice, and he, 250 pounds just laid on him and basically
Stanley
folded
from Winnipeg.
just folded his legs
Big
out,
boy.
folded him
Right,
forward.
yeah.
So ever since then, yes, I know he's got 2 goals, Jimmy.
I do. No, I have 2 players for you to talk about tonight. Nick Ehlers, he's probably on one of the hottest lines in hockey with Mark Scheifele and Gabe Vilardi, I think it is.
Yeah.
Vilardi healthy again. Nick tonight had Nick
show.
Ehlers, 1 goal,
Yep.
1 assist, 2 points, and 5 shots on goal tonight for Nick Ehlers. But he's your positive guy. Negative, what is wrong with Roope Hintz, buddy?
I don't know.
I loved your pick in the draft, and Dallas is a phenomenal team. What is going on with Hintz? I think I don't know. I've watched a few Dallas Stars games. Is he hurt? I don't know anything about it.
Robertson was having the same problem at the start of the year. He didn't look like himself either. I don't know. Maybe it's the drinking water in Dallas. I don't know.
I think
Hintz has not looked good all season.
No, and I think it's I don't want to call it a sophomore slump, but I think that's what it is. I think he's, they played, if you look back to the playoffs, they played long series and they worked and they worked and they worked and they worked. And I think that especially at the beginning of the season, even looking at Pavelski and Robertson too, like Storky was saying, they were just tired. I mean, yeah, you have all winter to get better, or all summer to get better, but they had all summer to get unhurt. And that's a big difference when you're not conditioning. So I don't know.
Even Heiskanen isn't looking himself. No. He had a terrific year last year, and he's nowhere near the same numbers as he had last season.
Yeah. So
I have Heiskanen on a few other fantasy teams. He's never really been a great fantasy player.
Well, last year he was.
Yeah.
Last year he broke through.
Julio can attest to that in our league. I believe Julio owns Miro, but we'll keep an eye out. Nick, that could be your trade piece to get a goalie. Maybe you could go fishing, or maybe dangle that Roope Hintz carrot. That's Norseman management, but the number 1 seed Woody Woodpeckers. Let's talk about Mark's team real quick. He's got John Carlson, who had a great game tonight. Well, he had an assist. I think he kind of scares me on the power play every once in a while. He'll do that slingshot thing and he'll almost give it away. But I think Carly, he's averaging 29 minutes per night. He's been a pretty good. As the Caps are an old team, he's been kind of getting it done for Mark's club. Mark also,
yep.
Yeah, Mark got a goal from Leon Draisaitl last night, but they lost to those New York Islanders. Stork, I'm not sure if you watched the Leafs game.
I watched the Leaf game. Unfortunately,
I watched the Oilers Islanders, and I thought, because I was scouting the Islanders for tonight's Caps game, Oilers came out like gangbusters. First minute, Leon scores. They were flying, McDavid, and then they didn't score the rest of the game. So they're on a New York East Coast trip. They believe they played Jersey. They're another struggling team. Hughes gave up overtime goal the other night, fumbled it, as Flyers and Torts, they just continue to win. Talk about the Caps. The Flyers are doing even better. Torts has got that team. I think they're going to make the playoffs, man. I know we're in the Christmas season, but give me your thoughts on the Philadelphia Flyers, guys. I know, Storky, you got Konechny on your team. He's like unsung hero there. He gets you some points. What do you guys think? Are the Flyers going to make the playoffs?
I don't think so, man.
Really?
We talked about the Flyers a few weeks back, and I said the same thing I'm going to say today.
They keep winning.
Torts' team, they look really good in October, November, and December. But once the end of December and January hits, his teams start getting tired of hearing him bitch.
Yeah. Dog days of hockey.
Stop playing. So you watch the Flyers go into a bad slump in January. And then you'll remember I said that to you.
I will say, too, it hasn't been Carter Hart as so much as the Samuel Urson, I think his name is, or I can't remember. Yeah. He's been phenomenal between the pipes for those Flyers.
Yeah.
And Travis Sanheim, I believe, do you have him?
I do.
I have.
Oh, okay,
a
Nick.
couple of leagues.
He's been having a great year on the back end there for that. He's a big dude. He could fire the
Yeah.
puck. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out there. Another guy quick for Woody Woodpeckers. He's got Brock Besser. I kept forgetting who had Brock Besser. He's only behind your boy Austin Matthews there, Stork. What a phenomenal year he's having there in Vancouver. JT Miller, me and Nick talked about on the Commissioner's Corner the other night is with the Wendigo. But Brock Besser looking good for the Woody Woodpeckers. It's going to be a great match, Nick. Like you said, get that goaltending figured out. I think you're going to have a great opportunity to take down Woody Woodpeckers. Mark can't play 3 goalies at once, so we'll see who he elects to. I wonder if he's going to keep all 3 goaltenders all season long. I've been averaging 3 a week, but I always go back to 2. But so good luck in that matchup there. Let's move on to what's an intriguing matchup. Dave and Wendigo. Dave's starting to get it back together after starting 5-0, guys. He's up 9-8. Mark Scheifele, we were talking about Ehlers. That whole line, that might be one of the better lines in hockey, guys. I've watched a few Jets games here and there because of Hellebuck. Mark Scheifele's having a great season. I think he gets lost there in Winnipeg because it's not a big market. Even in Canada, it probably gets shoved to the back there, Stork, amongst the Canadian teams. What are you thinking of the Winnipeg Jets? Who has the best shot as a Canadian? I know you're going to say your Leafs, but other than the Leafs, who do you think? I say the Jets, man. I did not see this coming.
Winnipeg's actually playing quite well. I mean, they've got the talent on that team. If they can just keep them in Winnipeg, that's the problem. They have such a history of players not wanting to be there any longer. And they did have some controversy for a while, a couple of years back, but yeah, they're playing pretty well this year. It looks like I mean, they like the coach. That's one thing that, a team has to have is they have to have a likable coach who can coach them and they play for him. And that's something Winnipeg is getting right now. And I mean, you look at their lineup and they're pretty solid. I mean, you look at them. Ehlers is back healthy again. Scheifele, he's back to being a good hockey player. He had a couple of off seasons, and he's back and he's playing pretty well. And their back end with Morrissey and Point, they've got some good talent on that team. And of course, one of the best goalies in the league in Hellebuck. I mean,
Ellie.
You can't write them off because if they can keep playing like they are right now, they're going to be a playoff team for sure.
Yeah, back to the Probert Washington game. I just hit the matchup stats here. This is an entertaining game, guys. Both these teams are 2-0 this week in nets. The GAA's pretty close to each other. The save percentage is phenomenal with Probert. Wendigo, nothing to sneeze at, .915. Dave's is .929. 9-8 Dave. They are putting up points. It's Dave 16-15. This is a close match. This could be the matchup of the week. They're both teams are power plays. They're humming. Hits are pretty close. They're down only 8-7. Block shots are real close. This one's going to be a nail biter between Whalen and David. It's funny. You look at Whalen's goaltending carousel. He's got Kachekov, Scott Wedgwood, Ukko Pekka-Luukkonen, and Alex Lyon, who is on the IR now. But he goes through the goaltenders there, Stork. So that could be Nick maybe here this week to try to get the 3. But Anze Kopitar continues to get it done for the Kings. He's got a goal and an assist already this week. And then Pasternak, like Nick said, he's got 2 goals already. Kucherov 2 goals. An embarrassment of offense for Wendigo. Really liking his match or his team. Goaltending always going to be the question there. And that matchup, guys. Killer Bunnies is all over our buddy Julio. Dan, this is a much needed win. He's actually kicking Julio's butt this week, guys. 20 points to 9 in the major 3 categories. Julio's like a -5. Julio's also 0-2 in the nets and giving up goals a plenty. As I'm looking through both rosters, Julio's goaltenders. Farley played for him tonight. Didn't get a loss, but he did give up 3 tonight. Logan Thompson, I heard, has just got hurt, so he's in doubt for the Winter Classic, and they've already got Hill banged up. I don't even know who they're back. The Vegas Golden Knights could be in trouble. They lost in Carolina, guys. Logan Thompson is hurt, I heard, because I have him on another team. Any idea who their third goaltender is? I don't. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Sam, the 45-year-old plumber hanging out at the rink.
Yeah,
probably. I don't know.
E-Bug. Sounds like Nick. Maybe you should pick this guy up. But we'll keep an eye out. I know Julio has Bobrovsky, and they've had a little lull in their schedule. They had just come off a West Coast swing, so Julio should be all right in nets. But Logan Thompson would be a big loss because I have him in another league. So if Julio can get it going in the offense, I think he can get back into this one, guys. But Dan Hull, who's also 0-1, talk about Dan Hull's team. Nothing sexy from Nylander lately, Storky. Maybe you could talk. He does have Patrick Kane, though, who has a goal and 3 assists already. He must have lit it up tonight in a loss. Other standouts, good to see Dylan Larkin back, guys. He had an apple this week. Dan Hull, I love Trevor Moore for the Kings. We don't talk about Dan Hull's team enough. But Matt Tkachuk, yeah, the Florida Panthers just seem like they haven't played a lot of hockey lately. I'm not going to bust any chops there.
No, it's the weird schedule. The last good game was, it's been a while. So, yeah, it's just you're going to find that they're going to play 3-4 times a week now coming up into the next 2 months just to catch up.
And Dan Hull does have Martin Jones. Storky, what are you thinking of Martin Jones between your crease? Do you have a lot of confidence in him over a guy like Sammy?
Well, I mean, he's a veteran, but he certainly can't all of a sudden plug himself into number 1. I don't think he's he is an aging goaltender, so he can't put a whole lot of time on him, but he's played well for the Leafs so far. And yesterday's game, you really can't blame him. The team in front of them had some breakdowns, and he ended up being the victim in all that. I did take a look at Vegas's third stringer. His name is Yuri Patera, and he's played 1 game this year so far. And he won. He gave up 4 goals, but he won.
And he played last year. He played okay.
Yes, he played a couple of games last year.
And
yes.
he was young guy, but he played last year, so it's not like he's coming in fresh off the street or fresh from the WH or AHL or one of the minor leagues. He's coming in with some experience, so that might be good.
Well, I'm going to have to look into Thompson because I have him in a league too. So I didn't notice DDT beside his name, so I'll have to look after the show.
Yeah, I saw that on TNT's panel tonight. I didn't know it must have happened in Carolina.
I don't even know what happened to Hill yet, really.
Yeah, maybe they're getting him back too soon. I haven't really watched too many Knights games, but
well, he had a busy night the other night. He played 4 minutes.
Oh shit! Yeah. So he's got a good team in front of him there in Vegas. So we'll see how that pans out for the Vegas Golden Knights. But as far as Dan Hull's Killer Bunnies, he's having one of his better weeks. Good luck to Dan getting back in the race. And he does have Jordan Binnington, who I thought had a pretty decent year for the Blues, albeit they got trounced the other night to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
The Blues.
Scott Lanham up 12-3 on DuPont Pipe Layers. This one's pretty close, though, in offensive categories, guys. They're dead even. 5 goals, 9 assists apiece for 14 points. And they're even dead on in penalty minutes, 8. And they're dead on almost in power play. So this one's really tight. Don't let the 12-3 score fool you. Each has a game-winning goal. Nova has a shorty point, so that's a unicorn point they're going to like And Nova's pretty good in faceoffs. They have a nice sizable lead there. Where DuPont is struggling is goaltending. So they're already 0-1 this week. I noticed Tim has Gus Bus, though, Nick. So he should improve there.
Yep.
And he has Samsonov. And this is all because Jake Ottinger has been hurt for him. So I'm not afraid of I think I put Tim in your category, Nick. He just needs to get healthy and put up a string of wins together to get back right in the race. I don't really have too much else to say.
No, that sounds great. I mean, what do? You just kind of pick and hope you pick right. And I think I just kind of may have picked up right because this guy's always never let me down when I need him the most. So we'll see how my goaltending goes in the few days coming up. But
as far as Lanham, he's got Alex DeBrincat. He's got a 2-goal week, so it looks like he's heating back up. I noticed also Scott's got one of the better goaltending carousels. Kemper got the win tonight, and he has Linus Allmark, who hasn't gotten actually, Allmark's had a bad week so far versus your Wild, I believe, buddy.
Yep.
And he has Aiden Hill. He's the one that has Aiden Hill, so he needs Aiden Hill to get back off the IR. So we'll see what Scotty does. And I think there's only one other matchup we haven't talked about. That's DB Cooper Cherry Bombs. This one is right now the champ, 17-10 in total points. He's got her there. But Alex has a gritty team, and she has Connor McDavid, so she can get right back into it. DB Cooper, one of the heavily penalized teams, only has 13 so far. He had 30 minutes in penalties the first day when he played me. So right here, she's got the better goaltending, so if she can sure up some offense, she's got the game-winning goal in this matchup already, but she's far behind on faceoffs and hits. So Alex can definitely get back in this one, and she's only down 11-8. Standouts for Mark. Anders Lee has been playing some pretty decent hockey for the Islanders. He got a goal tonight. He's got a trio of New York Rangers: Chris Kreider, Vinny Trocheck, and he just has two. I thought he had a third. He's the one with Jason Robertson, and his goaltending's questionable. That's where he's going to live and die with it. Skinner has been playing well just enough to get him good wins, but he is already 0-1, guys, and he has Vitek Vanacek. I think for the defending champions cases, they're waiting for Freddie Anderson, who I hear is coming back soon. He's been on the IR with that blood clot. So Alex has Shesterkin and Jari, a good 1-2 punch. So she's just going to have to take care of that offense, guys. Those are the matchups right now.
Oh boy, I got chips.
Stork's got ketchup chips.
I got ketchup chips, man.
Oh man,
you guys don't get ketchup chips down there, do you?
These dang Canadians.
We do.
Do you get ketchup?
You never used to. This used to be a new phenomenon for Americans.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
It's kind of.
I mean, when you look at the concept, I mean, like,
they're not my favorite, but
that's what we eat. French fries and ketchup. That's basically what that is. But it does not taste like ketchup to me, buddy. I've had them before. What the hell is going on in Canada? I just don't understand it. But
I think the last time that they were readily available to us, Jimmy, was when we were in Iraq. You remember that? We had the ketchup chips and the
Nick,
did they give you ketchup chips there?
Nick, tell the audience about
That's
Pepsi
just
Zam
to scare the Iraqis, I think.
Nick, the worst guys. I don't.
What the hell was that smell? We're getting out of here.
Nick, a good reason for me to quit soda over there was they get Pepsi Zam Zam shit. It tasted nothing like. It was a Pepsi product, Stork. I'm surprised we didn't all die from it. I mean, it was not Pepsi, dude, and it didn't taste anything like Pepsi. It was probably from the sewer or something. I don't know, but Stork, he's enjoying the. Yeah, I know, but good times indeed. We're winding down the show, guys. We got the Winter Classic coming up. I know that is getting ready. I've seen some of the buildings already. What other things are highlighted on the calendar? Well, like we said, the short week stops here on Saturday night. There's a trade freeze in effect in the NHL.
Junior hockey championships coming up real quick.
Let's go on record here.
USA's
is going to take it over there in Sweden, aren't they, Nick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I am really excited.
I have something to say about that.
There's a ton of talent. Stork, the number 1 draft pick.
Just for that, I'm going to have some more ketchup chips.
Macklin Celebrini, going to be probably the number 1 overall pick next year. He plays college at BU. He is your guys' stud. I mean, you guys got many studs, but we have a lot of studs on the USA. I still haven't seen all the rosters yet. Sweden is the host city. Russia's still not a part of it.
And they don't deserve to be.
I wish they'd fix that damn thing because I don't know, man. I want to see every fucking team, but that's just my opinion. But
Putin's an animal.
Yeah. So it should be an outstanding World Juniors. I'm probably never going to catch any of the games live. I don't know what time it is over there. 8 hours ahead or something. I got a buddy, a Seattle Thunderbirds fan. He made the trip over there. So that's pretty cool. I will probably follow a lot of his tweets. But I'll go on record saying the USA are going to take it, man. We were hungry. It's been a few years. Canada's been enjoying the success. But
the USA has a good hockey team, a good junior hockey team. Yeah. They're bringing a good team to Sweden. So, it should be some good hockey. And don't forget Finland. You got to watch Finland.
Those Finns, man.
They're quiet. You don't hear much about them until they play in the World Juniors, and then you know who Finland is.
I got a question, and I probably know the answer because I think last time they don't use the Olympic ice for this over there, do they? They use NHL service?
No, they use Olympic ice there.
They do. Okay. Because I wonder how much that factors into things. But
it does make a difference.
Interesting.
For Canadian and U.S. players that aren't used to playing in the international ice. But I mean, these guys are hockey players. They make adjustments, but it probably takes a couple of games for them to adjust to the bigger ice because it's a bit of a different game when you got the bigger ice. You got more ice to cover. The good thing is you got some more open space for the players. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're separated, that's for sure.
In youth hockey, I only had one opportunity, and I played at the Naval Academy, and that was Olympic sheet, and I was sucking hind teats. Yeah. That was a lot of skating.
It was a fun. Long way from one end of the boards to the other.
I was a teenager. Like it. Yeah, I had the cardio for it, but God, I was tired as hell.
Yeah, you don't see it on TV when you look at it. You think, well, it's not that bad. But when I've seen Olympic ice compared to NHL ice, and there's a difference when you see it live.
I couldn't remember if they play on an Olympic sheet during overseas World Juniors, so that's interesting to know. So yeah, that starts Boxing Day, right? Day after Christmas.
Yep.
I'll unfortunately be back to work. I've had a great
always
week
look
off.
Forward to junior hockey.
But, yeah, I'll catch it for sure. Any other highlights of you guys? I want to wish each and every one of you out there watching, and the Colonel and the Stork, a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Storky, I got some cards I'm sending right after Christmas, so
right on,
it'll be a post. And I sent Nick my holiday card.
I should get him next year sometime.
Yeah.
And damn, I don't have it here in front of me. Stork, you'll be getting one as well. Oh, here it is. Sorry, guys. Jimmy's annual art card. Got to show this off on the show. Oh, shit.
You can't see it.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, there it is.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah, the Sispus River. I had fun painting this.
Nice. That's very nice, Jimmy.
A big props to my buddy, Chris Duke.
I got your other one that you sent me last year put away nicely, so
yeah,
get lost, man.
So we'll get that out to you as well. And I don't know, that's pretty much all I got. The Kraken are playing the Kings. I'm gonna go in and watch that. So any hockey Christmas gifts you guys getting?
No.
Yeah, I didn't ask for any. My hockey present this year was playing beer league.
So
yeah, no.
playing.
I go Thursday to watch the Wild host the Canadiens, and
That's a
then
good matchup.
on Saturday, I can't remember who's in. I think it's Boston again. So
rematch.
It'll be
That'll
good.
be great.
It'll be a good match.
Nice.
But I will tell
Nick's,
you. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, Nick's up present this year with season tickets, and mine has been playing beer league hockey. By the way, scored a great. I picked this puck off the D-man, roofed it, guys. Late. Remember my game last week was 10:55. I felt pretty good. We lost though, 4-3. We had 2 power plays at the end, and we couldn't score, guys. Squids struggling to get wins, but having fun. New point streak started. But go ahead, Nick. Wild in Boston this Saturday.
Yeah, I think that's who it is. I could be mistaken. I know that they're coming. Boston's coming up, but you want to talk about good hockey? I'm going to put a plug in for Hockey Day Minnesota.
Yeah.
Which I've been telling Jimmy about for a while. It's not a day. It's now a weekend, but that's where all of our high school hockey tournament goes on, and then it caps off with the Wild game in the end. So again, it should be televised up by where I'm at, which is crazy, but that's how we do it here in the state of hockey. But
Awesome.
it's incredible hockey. It's like watching some of those junior teams from around the world, and these high school kids just killing it. So, but that's all I got going on, Jimmy.
Sounds good, boys. Appreciate you joining me here on the Wednesday, December the 20th. Be on the lookout Saturday night. I will have the defending champs on with me here on the Commissioner's Corner. We're going to review the games. It might be real-time action. We'll wrap it up. I believe the last game is the Sharks versus Canucks. Canucks at the Sharks is one of the later games. And we will do what me and Nick did, me and the champs. You guys are more than welcome. You're going to be at the game, Nick. But you guys are more than welcome if you feel froggy to come on. I'll have the defending champion, DB Cooper, on here.
I'm available on Saturday, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Well,
don't
we'll
worry
see.
about it. Let me see, because I'm pretty sure my Saturday game is a 1 p.m. game. So
Oh, is it?
you might be
So,
coming off of a happy Colonel on the
Yeah.
show.
Get some holiday cheer.
Nothing like a happy colonel, eh?
The
Exactly.
eve before Christmas Eve, and we'll see how everybody's matchups are going. I know me and Stork will be battling it out back and forth. Tomorrow's a big matchup, big day of hockey, guys. I didn't see the slate, but I know everybody's gonna have full raw. I'm waiting for Cal McCarr.
It is Boston on Saturday, Nick.
It is Boston, yeah.
Oh man, Nick, enjoy yourself, man. Boston, always fun to watch. You got Marchand.
God, I hate that guy. He almost got just clocked by Bogosian. He was waiting for him, and he just skated away from him, and that would have been bad.
Charlie Coyle, he's a Minnesota guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's back in town. And Matt Boley, it sounds like he's enjoying himself with the new coach. So that'll be a great match to watch. I'll definitely peek in on it. Boys, it's been fun. I'll let Stork get back to his ketchup chips, his Timmy Hortons. Stork, hope you get a lot of hockey cards this Christmas, buddy.
I'm hoping so.
Go ahead, Nick.
I just want to put one more plug in, and this is after the Christmas, so everybody will be kind of nice and calm. December 30th and 31st, so New Year's Eve. This is the annual back-to-back game that Minnesota plays Winnipeg. They go to Winnipeg on the 30th, and then they play in St. Paul on the 31st. So usually incredible games, because by the first game they hate each other, and then they get to come to our house, and then it's just a gong show. So if you want to watch some good hockey,
you'll be
that'll be a good game.
With your Winnipeg Jets there.
Both teams are rolling right now.
Yeah.
So, Minnesota's starting to look like the team that they should have been. So
yeah,
they'll be tough to beat.
It'll be good.
I just hope we didn't dig too big of a hole.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Good luck to your fantasy teams. Good luck to everybody's fantasy teams out there. And thanks for watching. This has been episode 11 of the Storks Desk. For the deputy, Kevin Stork, the Colonel, Nick Ritty, I'm the mailman, the commissioner, Jimmy Milstead. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And it's a great day for hockey. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh, ho, ho.
Good show, boys. I think I stopped.